All right, well, welcome to the first video of One God, Two Wheels, in 3 minutes. So, time to play on words. The idea is to do a 3-minute message here, hopefully inspire a few people. I have been blessed with this motorcycle, and actually this is kind of the first ride. It doesn't even have 100 miles on it yet, so maiden voyage. Whereas kind of like life, we only get the one voyage, so we need to make it count, right? Anyway, the idea is to have a 3-minute message. Some of them may go over, some of them may be less. And I'm here. This is actually Sugar Creek, and I kind of grew up in this area. So Covered Bridge, Deers Mill Covered Bridge here. And I thought I would share a message. I actually shared this on Facebook a while back, but I thought it was appropriate for a first message. But anyway, I had been reading in the book of John, and Jesus had rested by a well called Jacob's Well. And a Samaritan woman came by, and Jesus asked her for a drink. And, he said, how is it you, being a Jew, ask a drink of me, is what she said. For Jews have no dealings with Samaritans. So anyway, Jesus had answered her, and he said, if you knew the gift of God and who it is who says to you, give me a drink, you would have asked him and he would have given you the living water. So as this water flows by Sugar Creek, I can't help but think of that. And that living water Jesus was talking about was eternal life, a gift of being cleansed of our sin and being born again spiritually and placing our life in the hands of God. We find out later in the chapter that this moment, this encounter, would change her life forever. And she realized that he's the Christ and accepts that gift. At some point in our lives, we have all either had this encounter or it is yet to come. And I'm amazed at the lengths that Christ goes to setting up that moment that we meet him. Other moments that cause us to grow spiritually. This well, at the time she met Jesus, at that time was over 1,600 years old. And all the while, unknown to her, he knew the day that he would meet her there. Jeremiah 1:5 says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And Ephesians 1:5 says, just as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. And I can't tell you guys, I am beyond blessed with his grace and that he gave me a second chance at life to deepen my relationship with him and, to move forward with the calling that he had placed on my life. Having a near-death experience with COVID really kind of put a lot of things in perspective. I came to the Lord quite some time ago, back in '98, and had my ups and downs. And he used this circumstance in my life to really drive home a great point. And I'm so glad that I'm here to be able to share it with you guys. That well I was talking about, Jacob's Well, is still flowing today. And just as that well is still flowing cold, refreshing water to wet the palate of the thirsty, Christ's well of living water is still available to all of us who are thirsty for something better, for something eternal, who are willing to accept that gift and live the life he's called us to, the life he's called you to. God saved me from near death with COVID, but more importantly, he saved me from he saved my soul and gave me the living water when I accepted his gift. Up here it says, cross this bridge at a walk. When it comes to Jesus, we all need to run to him. We need to have that faith, and with faith comes trust. Proverbs 3:5 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. I read a story once about a tightrope over Niagara Falls, and this guy was like a trapeze artist, or he was a stunt guy, and he had done all these things and had a great reputation. And he asked the guy, he says, it'd be like him asking you, hey, you think I can do this trick? And his reputation, you've seen it before, and he can walk across that tightrope across Niagara Falls, and you believe that, right? You have faith he can do that. You've seen it. Well, the trust comes when he says, well, how about you get into the wheelbarrow and I'll push you across? That's where the trust is. We have to get in that wheelbarrow with God and trust Him with our lives in such a way that we give Him all control. Our full life is in His hands. And, you know, I had to trust God in the hospital when I chose to go on the ventilator and eventually ECMO in order to get treatment for my COVID pneumonia. So anyway, yeah, beautiful place, beautiful God. I hope that's a beautiful message for you. And since I'm doing this on an iPhone, I'm going to spin it around here. If you listen and you were blessed by this message, just hit the like button, and God bless. Let's get another look. Let's get another look at this. Y'all have a good day.